Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another Hockey Talks. Today we will have some EASHL gameplay in the background. It's actually two games. I believe both teams quit on us. As you see there, we scored in the first shot. But I'm going to be talking about the Jacob Trouba trade and also the NYR restricted free agents. So, hold on. Thought I have sneeze coming? Okay. So, first we'll start with Jacob Trouba. The Rangers acquired Jacob Trouba for Neil Pionk in the 20th pick. Basically, we traded Kevin Hayes and Neil Pionk for Brendan Lemieux, Jacob Trouba. So, I think this is a great trade for the Rangers. It was a late round pick, you never know what you could get with them. They get with that pick, they probably were going to take one of those defensemen, either like Thomas Harley or Moritz Schneider. Maybe trade him and get Broberg, but they get a top pairing defenseman. Solid two-way Jacob Trouba, a guy who a lot of Ranger fans or a lot of writers have been talking about. He would be a great fit in the Rangers, and I think he's going to be. I think our defensive core has been really, really improved. It's kind of, the pairings are looking like a Shea Trouba, Fox Hayek, and maybe a Stahl D'Angelo. I think maybe Smith will be bought out. I think either they'll try to trade Shattenkirk, either try to trade both of them and retain salary. I don't know. It's just one of the two, because now with Trouba they have like no room. And plus, I think Trouba will sign a 5 to 7 year contract worth about $7 to $7.5 million a year. I think that's a pretty good price for a Ranger team that maybe if you get him at you're paying, he's getting paid 5.5 I believe right now. Maybe if you could get him at like 6.8 or 6.5, maybe he'll probably want $7 million. It's probably gonna be around $7 million. But yeah, pretty crazy trade. I have to say so for myself. And there was reports that the Rangers were strongly pushing for Trouba. I wasn't so sure it was going to get done because I thought we would have to give up either Buchnevich or Elias Anderson. But giving them Neil Pionk, I thought that I wanted them to trade Neil Pionk anyway. So it was the perfect trade for Neil Pionk because we got Jacob Trouba. Because I thought they would just trade Pionk for maybe a late round pick, and if we didn't trade Pionk, he would be our seventh defenseman. We didn't really need Pionk anymore because we had Fox, we had D'Angelo. D'Angelo was better than Shattenkirk and Pionk, who played like less games than them too. So yeah, I would say this is a great trade for the Rangers. I guess it's a good trade for the Jets. They get their pick back and they get a bottom pairing offensive defenseman with possibility of being a second pairing. But I saw a comment on Instagram, I guess a Jet fan, who said that it's a good trade for us because we got a first-round pick for a guy who wasn't going to resign with us. But you got your pick back. You didn't gain any first-round pick. I guess you gained it, but you didn't, you just got your pick back. It's not like you had your pick and then you added another one. If you added another one, that would have been good. So I don't know. I guess the Jets just knew they weren't, it was, I guess, a good trade for the Jets. At least they got a first-rounder. Maybe could have gotten a better player in Pionk, but I think I saw something like Philly. The Flyers were offered like the 11th pick, and I guess much more than the Rangers, and I think Trouba rejected that trade, so I guess Trouba wanted to come to the Rangers, which is a good sight, because he also stated that he could see himself in New York a long time, so it seems like we'll lock him up, and I can't wait till he scores like 30 points and then Ranger fans just go absolutely ballistic. Because Trouba had his best year at 50 points, and people probably, everyone's going to see him as like a 50-point offensive defense. Everyone's going to see him as an offensive guy. He's a two-way guy with offensive upside. So I wouldn't, so if he scores 30 points, it's really not the worst thing in the world. It doesn't matter. We just need him to play defense, You need to play defense, and he'll contribute. Plus, playing with either maybe, he'll probably start with Shea, but maybe if he plays with at Fox or plays with D'Angelo, you never know. I think D'Angelo could hit maybe close to 40 points this year. He had 30. All right, so I think that's enough of Trouba talk. Now I kind of want to talk about the Ranger restricted free agents and why I feel we should not bridge deal any of them. Now, I've seen a lot of like just Twitter that the Rangers should bridge deal like Buchnevich, they should bridge deal D'Angelo, and which bridge deal means for people who don't know, basically like a 2-year deal and taking less money. I guess basically to see if they're really worth it. But I think that with Buchnevich, he had 40 points last year. He had 37, I think, this year. Missed 18 games and hit 20 goals. Like, for a third-round pick, I think Buchnevich, it's not like Buchnevich is going to be asked for like $6 million. Because this is what I fear. We give Buchnevich the 2-year deal worth $2.5 a year. Okay, cheap contract. Then he goes out and has 50 points, and then he has 30 goals. He has 2 good seasons. Then he's going to want like a 5-year deal worth $7 million a year. So why not try to lock him up right now, which I think the Rangers are going to lock all these guys up. I don't think they're bridge dealing anybody. A lot of people have been saying it. I don't think they're bridge dealing anybody. And Brendan Lemieux's another guy I want to talk about. Same thing with D'Angelo, but I'll stick with Buchnevich. So with Buchnevich, obviously we have more talent coming with the better defense. He had 20 goals last year on a rebuilding team, missed 18 games. I think we could get him locked in for a 4 to 6 year deal, probably at most $4 million a year or 3. I was thinking maybe $4 million or 3.8. That if we could get him that, I thought maybe they would have to try to give him $5 million, but I think because Vladimir Meskov's making $4 million for 2 years, yeah. But I mean, if we could lock, $4 million is really nothing for a guy like Buch. If we could get him either at 3.5 to $4 million for 5 years, perfect. I don't think, because I'm afraid that these guys will break out. Buchnevich, it's not the worst thing that he hasn't really. I guess he's shown improvement, but he hasn't had like a 60-point year yet. But he was a third round pick, so he's like a steal. So it's not the worst thing that he hasn't broken out yet. So with Buchnevich, if we could get him 5 years, 3.5 or $4 million, perfect deal. Because the worst comes to worst, he'll be a 40-point scorer or at least a 20-goal scorer, 40 points, for 3, 8, $4 million. That's perfect. Look at Vladimir Meskov, 31 points, 11 goals, and you were paying him $4 million for this 2-year deal. So now with D'Angelo, I think played like 60-something games. He had 30 points. He showed crazy improvement. He showed consistency, and a lot of people were saying that he should switch to forward, and he really showed improvement. Played better than Shattenkirk, a better offensive game than Shattenkirk and Piak. He just was the guy, the offensive defenseman for the Rangers this year. Showed insane improvement. Same thing with him. We give him 2 years. We could lock him up for a short contract too. Say we lock him up. Say we give him a 2-year deal worth 2.5. Then he goes out as a 50-point season or like a 40-point, 2 straight 40-point seasons. Then he'll want an increase. So if you could lock him up at, maybe you could give D'Angelo 4 years at either $3 million or 3.2, around there. That's perfect. Maybe even you could probably get him at 2.5. You never know. Like, that's a good contract for a offensive defenseman. I just don't think we should bridge to these guys. And with Brendan Lemieux, I saw someone said we're going to give him I saw someone on Twitter say a 1 or 2 year deal. Does that make any sense? RFAS got 3 years at $1.85. Brendan Lemieux is a power forward, a grinder who finishes every check, who could actually score. He should be in your long-term plans. Imagine Brendan, when we saw the 16 games Brendan Lemieux played when he came over from the trade, he was probably one of my favorite players to watch. And I almost got his jersey, but I'm actually going to get crafts off on the jersey I bought. But I got a Brendan Lemieux shirt. He was one of the favorite Rangers to watch. And he was just so entertaining. Can you imagine him in the playoffs? Just imagine. Like, look at Michael Furland. Look at Patrick Maroon. These tough guys, they're like 20-goal scorers. Now, I think Brendan Lemieux finished with 13 goals this whole year. but he had limited ice time in Winnipeg. So imagine we give Brandon Lemieux a 2-year deal for 1.5. Say he goes out, has 20 goals, 35 points, or 40 points, which it's possible because he could skate and he could score. And we've seen guys like Patty Maroon and Michael Furlan, who I think are similar play styles to Brandon Lemieux, do that. Actually, you never know with Brandon Lemieux because he's, he has that reputation. Next thing you know, he's going to come out and he's going to ask for. Next thing you know, 2 years are up, he comes out, he wants $5 million. It's, they're going to want more. So if you could Brandon Lemieux, if you give him 4 years at $2 million or 2.225, which you could, I think he'll take that. And I think Brandon Lemieux's going to want to stay, especially now that we have his buddy Trouba. So I just don't understand why people are saying we should bridge deal these guys. I just don't. I don't know why. But that's really all, I guess, for now. There's still 8 more minutes of gameplay. I'm just trying to think what else should I talk about. Well, the draft is in a couple days, and nothing really to talk about there because all we have is a second pick. And I still believe, I actually kind of like the idea of Jack Hughes on the Rangers, but I still believe the Devils will take Jack Hughes. So expect Capo Caco to be a New York Ranger. If you want, I guess I could run through a projected lineup this year. Say we take Caco. We could probably go maybe we could do KZB, maybe then Caco, Hedel, maybe a Strome, and then maybe Anderson, Howden, Kravtsov, and then maybe on the fourth line you could go Foss, Nieves, Lemieux, probably trade VZ, trade Nemestikov. Am I missing anybody? I always think I'm missing someone. I guess that's the offensive side. I think VZ will be moved at the draft. I saw a tweet on that. Defense, I think it'll be Shea Trouba, maybe a Fox Stahl, and then Hayek. And Libor Hayek, he's going to be good. And we also still have Keandre Miller who's in college. And the prospect pool on this team is insane. And I can't wait for years to come. But, yeah, so on the second game just popped up. So, yeah, there's 7 more minutes of gameplay in this one because this team quit rather fast. I guess I could kind of talk about the gameplay for a little bit since I kind of got through everything I wanted to get through. So I'm the green icon, and a guy who I met in the drop-in is the red icon, and he is just insane at this game. And this is his club, and the Miracle on Ice it's pretty funny. Yeah, so we've been killing it. I think I'm running. He usually runs sniper. I think I'm running sniper too. Do I score on this breakaway? Ooh, tuck it Forsberg style. Yeah, it made my name a little bit master of the Forsberg, but I think I switched it. So, yeah, so I think I'm just gonna play some. I'll play some background music, and if you guys want to watch the rest of this gameplay, because I think there are some nice goals in this one. Go for it, and if I will. Oh wait, do I tuck another one? Oh no, I missed. And I'll see you in the next episode. Next episode, most likely. I'm trying to think, will I get an episode out before the draft? If I do, it will probably be a Outlaws video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Continue to watch the gameplay if you would like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.